And power, we say, is transient. Power, we say, is transient. And no condition is permanent.
Ebusuafo mutie papa beka say ya your friend Dennis Miracle Aboakye ebusuafo de nsem na aba beto abonten ne nsem o kan suso emu odu na nyansa so wom ebusuafo sisi o man Ghana ne mu adin o efiri se wo dwene ho akwakoye se sisi o man ne ba akopɛ o enso so akwakoye bibi se NPP NDC chese sisi na akoye adofo ene atamfo ebusuafo asem wo dwene ho kwa wonte ase sesai NPP betina amanyuko yi so sorry NPP betina akunya yi so no NPP bibia yebeka ho asem NPP esi yebeka NPP esi yebeka NDC so betina so no ebusuafo papa Dennis Miracle ano nsem o kan no opeso me yeti ase NPP betina so ase yebeka o si yebeka enso NDC beka betina so no ase nyoma bu ho no ma yebu ya nigu so nyoma bu a ye ho se emfa ye ho nyoma bu a ye ho se BBC se ye fo de NDC ye no so de a ene ye mfa nhye yetirim anase yen kanto say ye MPP enso betina amanyuko ne so anase MPP enso so betina akunya ne so a abusuafo when obi biare MPP na no anka say ye MPP ade bia enye anase MPP BBC ana we BBC ana ne nje ho efiri se NDC en yoma bebrebe a ensem fata na enye enso emum ni nyina ye de ye gemene ne ye teso ne yen ka ho asem ne amomugu so de ombe na o me ate ase se o mana to MPP sorry o mana to NDC for say eye akunya no ontena so afebo o ye dai ubefiri so ama obi nso so aba se obi ba no no so be ye de opa no no antena ba bi ankeka ensem a ensem fata no no antena ba bi ankeka nsem a enim amfanto wonum so anase amfanfo won ho abusuafo mi enkotie papa Dennis Miracle Aboakye anon semi enyina emfambra ye beba bi bobo ho ana ye beba bi di ho nkomo kakra enso e de afan mo mi enkotie nsemi emfambra.
All that we are asking you is to take notice of how the NDC want this country to be governed. And power, we say, is transient. Power, we say, is transient. And no condition is permanent. I'll send a word of caution to appointees of this government that they should be worried for tomorrow. They should be worried about tomorrow. You should be worried when there was a change of government. Because with what is happening, the arbitrary behavior of state institutions, coming up with flimsy accusations and arbitrary detention and arrest of members of our party, when the table turns, you should be worried. It is not something that we hope for this country. But with what is happening, NDC is leading the way that this kind of behavior, total disregard for the fundamental human rights of people, is something that has come to stay. And I'm afraid, and I am afraid for appointees of this government, that power is not transient. But when the table turns, I don't expect you, the same media, to come and accuse the NPP government. Because with what is happening, if all of you accept that is something that is right, then when something is right, you continue with it. You don't change it. It is a shame to our democracy. It's a shame for the struggle that all of us have made, that our forefathers made, to bring this country to this point. That the NDC government, under His Excellency John Mahama, want to take us backwards. But we know that with all that is happening, there is a hidden agenda, an attempt to divert attention from what the president is seeking to do by seeking for a third term as president. He doesn't want Ghanaians to talk about it. He doesn't want Ghanaians to comment about it. So therefore, let's throw in something that will divert attention. But Mr. President, he cannot be Mobutu Sese Seko of Ghana. He cannot be Idi Amin of Ghana. The constitution is clear. 2 terms is 2 terms. So it's not these antics that will take our mind from what the government wants to do by extending the tenure of the president. So if this is what they think they can do to divert attention, then they have failed. They have failed woefully. The New Patriotic Party is a strong party. We have men who are very resilient. They are men who will not be coerced.
Yeah, ebusuafo enye se nsem aye papa Dennis Miracle Aboakye e kan mefo na so ana se empusei na etie ebusuafo eye akoye so man Ghana nse dem din kan na bi on so me din kan akwete mu ase memenye eye NPP ni ana se memenye NDC ni yes ye behwe amamu no de obu ni yi ana se no de koyi ani na ye de yakwa akota na chi fisi na ye pe de oman Ghana eyi yo ana se ye pe oman Ghana baby papa e de agina if you so oman Ghana ye oman bia onyankopon na ankasa no wasiro oman we yes wasiro oman we yi pa enso so eye mpanyimfo be den ano no obi biara akoye se obia e de dwene ono no ho onfa dwene eye oman no nipa na egum no na da ne da yenso ye sori a ne ebunam wo abato ase ne ekon ne obekọ na se obekọ na midi ha na waba bedi wo na se ne bi mo sori ahomachi wono mo ndampo ebusuafo wono nyina edwene eye oman Ghana se de be ya ebinya opanyini papa mo aba bedi yeso amoman etumi ade akoyi ebusuafo ebi mo mpo mra wono de bekọ adwuma no wono de akwakwete na abato ase ede to aba se de be nya panyi papa se dem din kan no ebusuafo ade na no ayedi o na bi o me so be subscribe am channel yi ede ama me na bi o de bell notification ahye o se de dan da ye new updates bia ebetuma ebusuafo nsabeka ebusuafo Miracle Aboakye kan simpi ne empo enye ono kwa na akasa ye mpanyifo bebre so yede aba be keka nsem bebrebe ne wia ye de emra mbrante ne mbabaawa enye azam gitu ebusuafo omukọ ye office ono se omontwe if you say ensem bi wono ma ebusuafo dwene wanze yazie ese mo pese mo chi yes ebusuafo me pese me chire mu ana akwa yes as me di nka aka ne dada se de okwa koto sini na ebusuafo ye di nka chichi ma chiro dada no enya ade ha obeto if you say akwa yes de wide wa hweda na ebusuafo me mam kasa yenti mo mienkotie eye ye mpanyimfo no bi so ano kasa mra after that no me di eye emra mbaba wa ne mbrante no enso so office ono no eye didi omonom koye no ho no nyina so beba beto so ama ebusuafo wide wa ebusuafo mienkotie nsi mi fam
amane ya ka kire the international community ya the petitions akoho e kwanya ye fa so a enei obi kire na adwen kwa ne akwakoche no yaka se nyame ya adomo a 2028 so mo peo aban besisa nyame tiase na enei enema ekoso mu ntimi hwe efin ya hwe han ama efin yakum enipa aduanan 40 ebi sida me nwanwa sanke obibi o sanke ya aka to force nkwa na o sanke kobusa no adai World Bank report on the buy HSF ye disika 300 million and over at the Ministry of Finance say yemfandi ye huni yemfantete ye gates mu ato force na transika so ahehan amma nipa aduanan yawu e na o se ka ho asem enu na o se ka ho asem President Muhammad, even at force and he's still at post. He must be sacked for his ineptitude. Yet the Sika bro, Sika and your dia, and your Wafadia, and your Mamedia, and your Bush Sika. Yet the Sika bro, Safaya Jumano, Yae High, Amanipa, a Diana Wu Ameneshe, Yakwakusi. And no man penny Mahama Wako show Biachi. Young fast and go Supreme Court. Send your bayer or no a bit to me a term. Nyamin Pongu Anuntino, me and Kawasam to mash up with miracles. Any poor already all boa and my investigation. More friend now. Third term agenda, Emma Sune, Emma Suchina, and Jamunti. And and yeah, send any pair come once a gun for the donor and pet. Sabi. You are rolling square Yamiatun Safran no ye military or no crap presobako tetem. Or no crap presobako and ne. What should I show Biachi? Young Fanko Supreme Court near Sra. A judge's for so. Memo bien you swamo. And you mujuma. Said yes, number 2 many 2 times, 2 times. And Nuntino, Yempakoti can be faso. Nianchi Chidis Hapoe.
He's been arrested and there's a whole spectacle about it just to silence him, just to keep him quiet, just to keep him in check. And so this arrest is nothing. And in any case, you see, let me add that if Yoko themselves are confident about the release they put out, why didn't anybody from Yoko sign it? Why didn't anybody from their office sign it? We saw in the case of the Water Regional Council of State member. Raymond Nacha himself, the executive secretary himself, was the one signing all the and issuing all the press statements. Why didn't anybody have the audacity and the temerity to sign the press statement? Because they themselves concede that the press statement, excuse me, is a very useless one. It's a very useless press statement that they have released, because the press statement doesn't communicate anything. It's a lot of nothing that they have communicated. It's a lot of useless statements, and because they agree that it's a useless statement, that is why nobody was of enough, gravitas to sign the press statement. And so it's something that they just want to, as a panic reaction to the public backlash regarding this arrest.
Do you know if there's been any interrogation?
Yes, so far I'm aware counsel got in. You all know that, when he was arrested in the initial stages, he was denied access to counsel, he was denied access to family, he was denied access to food and basic logistics, food, water, and other things. It's today that counsel has been able to get access to him, and so I'm very confident that until and unless they charge him this evening, and by 4 p.m. the court will close, he should be granted bail, because the laws are clear that he's presumed innocent and he has 48 hours.
Do you know if there are sureties on standby?
Yes, there are sureties on standby. We have arranged sureties on standby. We only hope that they will not impose any unreasonable bail conditions, like they have the attitude of imposing such unreasonable
in this situation.
Unreasonable, you know what the government does, imposing 200 million Ghana cedis. We are talking about what? What was your question?
The release suggests that there are 50. There's the money.
We are political party. I am the current national third vice chairman of the New Patriotic Party. I am telling John Mahama to come. Let us debate on issue. Let us debate on issue, and should stop using military, police services, and so on and so forth, arresting our people. Let us talk about issue and stop this kangaroo and this cantankerous attempt to silence the NPP. Nobody can silence us. Nobody. We governed this country before. And we know the in and out of this country. So he shouldn't joke. John Mahama and NDC shouldn't joke at all. At all. We have governed this country for 16 years. Someone who governed this country for 16 years as a national officer of the party to hold Ghana, a cabinet member, a national council member, a national study committee member. We know what is in Ghana, so he shouldn't try us. When we are governing this country, we don't behave like this. We don't behave like this. So they should stop the kangaroo and then the cantankerous behaviors.
Officer the chairman itina ombeso mu change ultimatuma mesi omo de go tun say we prison bia ye beto abana ma the chairman akoma no ho. We are not afraid of NDC today nor tomorrow, I'm telling you, because muka galamse amuka ho asem kunana do maye no wo sam masami jafi enko no and now mo tu galamse omo kwakọ bia galamse bia no hwe nipa 8 the we some no mbo dua no meboa say Yakupon kunana do ne crofoma na omo 8 the we e sa plane crash mu because of the same galamse. We are not afraid of them today nor tomorrow. And look, catch on place. Say, look, Omotata, Untumia, or Mumma by 2028 is there. Then, yes, I travel. Go for Huchamu. Nima Boyade. Yanto, go for Huchamu. You can look at what is going on. I know because you'll be so mana. There be Untimupa, Momposa said, you go share prison. Ghana for back to a member chairman. Or thou can because you're the chairman. Now, your best was able because Untimu or what? 20 years.
Yeah, ebusuafo ha daily crossfire TV so. Ebusuafo me da wase so wanyamre no wahwe video amena kwa kwesi nyankopon ka ho da se na e die besi die sa de bebe so. Me wo bibia bye bye.